The mark of the beast. Revelation's warning. The mark of the beast is a prominent symbol in the book of Revelation in the Bible, particularly in Revelation chapter 13 verses 16 to 18. It has sparked intense debate and interpretation over centuries, as it is tied to a dire warning for humanity. Below is an overview of the concept and its implications according to the biblical text. Biblical context. 1. Revelation chapter 13 verses 16 to 18, ESV. The passage describes a beast that forces all people, small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on their right hand or forehead. Without this mark, individuals cannot buy or sell. The number of the beast is associated with the mark, 666. Biblical context. 2. Symbolism. The beast. Often interpreted as a figure or system of authority opposed to God, such as a corrupt government, false prophet, or evil empire. The mark represents allegiance to the beast, contrasting with the seal of God, given to the faithful. Biblical context. 3. Economic and spiritual impact. The mark controls participation in commerce. Acceptance of the mark signifies submission to the beast and rejection of God, leading to divine judgment. The warning. 1. Eternal consequences. Revelation chapter 14 verses 9 to 11 warns that those who receive the mark will face the wrath of God and eternal punishment. It underscores the spiritual gravity of aligning with the beast. 2. Call to perseverance. Believers are encouraged to resist, even at great personal cost, trusting in God's ultimate victory. Revelation chapter 14 verses 12 to 13. Interpretations. 1. Historical. Some view the mark as symbolic of oppressive regimes, e.g., the Roman Empire during John's time. Others link it to historical persecution of Christians. 2. Modern. Theories range from literal interpretations, e.g., microchips, tattoos, or digital ids, to metaphorical, e.g., cultural, economic, or ideological systems opposed to God. 3. Spiritual allegiance. The mark is often seen as a decision of the heart, choosing to align with worldly powers over God's kingdom. Applications for today. Vigilance and faith. The message calls believers to be aware of spiritual deception and remain faithful, no matter the cost. Ethical discernment. Evaluate societal trends and policies to ensure they align with biblical values. Hope in God's sovereignty. Revelation assures that despite the challenges, God's plan will prevail. The mark of the beast. In the last days. The concept of the mark of the beast originates from the book of Revelation in the Bible, specifically in Revelation chapter 13 verses 16 to 18. It has been interpreted and debated throughout Christian history, particularly in discussions about the last days, or the end times. Here's an overview. Biblical context. 1. Revelation chapter 13 verses 16 to 18. It also forced all people, great and small, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on their right hands or on their foreheads, so that they could not buy or sell unless they had the mark, which is the name of the beast or the number of its name. This calls for wisdom. Let the person who has insight calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. That number is 666. Biblical context. 2. Symbolism. The beast symbolizes a force or entity opposing God, often interpreted as an oppressive government, a charismatic leader, or a global system of control. The mark represents allegiance to this beast and rejection of God. It is contrasted with God's seal on the faithful. Interpretations. 1. Historical view. Some scholars see the beast as representing figures like the Roman Emperor Nero or other persecutors of early Christians. The mark could symbolize loyalty to these rulers or participation in their pagan practices. Interpretations. 2. Futuristic view. In some Christian eschatology, the mark is seen as a literal identifier in the end times, possibly tied to a global economic or political system. Popular modern theories suggest it could be a microchip, biometric system, or other technology used for tracking and controlling people. 3. Spiritual view. Others interpret the mark symbolically as a state of the heart and mind, representing rebellion against God and alignment with worldly systems. Key themes in the last days. 1. Deception. Revelation warns that many will be deceived into receiving the mark due to economic pressure, coercion, or misinformation. 2. Persecution. Those who refuse the mark may face severe hardship, including being unable to buy or sell. 3. Faithfulness. The Bible emphasizes remaining faithful to God despite challenges, as those who endure will inherit eternal life. 4. Judgment. Revelation chapter 14 verses 9 to 10 warns that those who take the mark will face God's wrath. Modern implications. 1. Technological advances. The rise of digital currencies, AI, and surveillance technologies fuel speculation about how a mark of the beast could manifest. Concerns about privacy and centralized control often intersect with eschatological fears. Modern implications. 2. Globalization. Increasing interconnectedness and global governance raise questions about the possibility of a unified system akin to the one described in Revelation. 3. Spiritual discernment. Many Christian leaders urge believers to focus on spiritual preparedness rather than fear-mongering, emphasizing trust in God. Reflection. The mark of the beast is a call for discernment, faith, and vigilance in maintaining one's spiritual integrity amidst worldly pressures. Whether viewed literally, symbolically, or both, it serves as a reminder to remain steadfast in one's beliefs, especially in times of trial. Why was the mark of the beast number 666? The number 666, often referred to as the mark of the beast, originates from the book of Revelation in the Christian Bible, specifically Revelation chapter 13 verse 18, which states, "This calls for wisdom. Let the one who has understanding calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. The significance of the number has been debated and interpreted in various ways over the centuries. Here are some key perspectives. Some key perspectives. 1. Numerological interpretation. In ancient cultures, numbers often held symbolic meanings. The number 7 symbolized perfection or completeness in biblical numerology, e.g., the 7 days of creation. The number 6, falling short of 7, represents imperfection, incompleteness, or something less than divine. The repetition of the number 3 times, 666, intensifies the imperfection, possibly symbolizing ultimate failure or evil in opposition to God's perfection. Some key perspectives. 2. Gematria, Hebrew numerology. Gematria is a system where letters correspond to numerical values. Some scholars suggest that the number 666 might refer to Nero Caesar, a Roman emperor infamous for his persecution of Christians. When transliterated into Hebrew, Nero Caesar can sum to 666. This interpretation sees 666 as a veiled critique of oppressive Roman authorities. Some key perspectives. 3. Symbolism of opposition to God. The number could symbolize a world system, ruler, or ideology that is entirely contrary to God. The beast in Revelation is often interpreted as a figure representing evil or blasphemous power, and the number reflects its human and flawed nature. 4. Spiritual or allegorical meaning. Some theologians interpret the number as a metaphor for humanity's rebellion against God. Since humans were created on the 6th day, 6 represents humanity. Repeated 3 times, it may symbolize human imperfection, sinfulness, and rejection of divine order. Some key perspectives. 5. Alternative textual variant, 616. Interestingly, some ancient manuscripts of Revelation give the number of the beast as 616 instead of 666. This variant could also align with gematria interpretations for different names or titles. In summary, the number 666 likely serves as a symbolic and enigmatic marker for opposition to divine authority, embodying imperfection and human frailty. Its exact significance continues to inspire debate, reflecting the broader mystical and prophetic nature of the book of Revelation. The mark of the beast. Pros and cons. The mark of the beast is a concept rooted in biblical prophecy, specifically from the book of Revelation in the New Testament. It refers to a symbolic or literal mark associated with allegiance to the Antichrist or opposition to God, often interpreted in eschatological contexts. Below is an exploration of the concept from theological, philosophical, and societal perspectives, including its perceived pros and cons. Pros, theological and symbolic interpretations. 1. Clarification of allegiance. From a spiritual perspective, the mark serves as a definitive way to distinguish between those who follow God and those who do not, creating clarity in the final judgment narrative. 2. Catalyst for faith reflection. The concept motivates believers to examine their faith, deepen their commitment, and avoid spiritual complacency. Pros, theological and symbolic interpretations. 3. Warning mechanism. Warning mechanism. It acts as a prophetic warning, encouraging vigilance among believers to avoid deception and remain steadfast in their spiritual practices. 4. Strengthens community bonds. Facing opposition, e.g., refusal of the mark, can unite believers, fostering stronger communities rooted in shared convictions and mutual support. Cons, literal and societal interpretations. 1. Fear and misinterpretation. The mark of the beast is often associated with fear, conspiracy theories, and misinterpretations that can cause unnecessary anxiety and division. 2. Economic and social implications. According to Revelation, those who refuse the mark may be excluded from economic systems, unable to buy or sell, leading to potential social ostracism and hardship. Cons, literal and societal interpretations. 3. Ethical concerns. If interpreted as a physical or digital identifier, e.g., microchips, biometric systems, the concept raises ethical debates about privacy, surveillance, and government overreach. 4. Potential for misuse. Historically, leaders or movements have exploited the fear of the mark to control or manipulate populations, often labeling opponents as agents of the Antichrist. Cons, literal and societal interpretations. 5. Divisiveness. The topic can create division among religious groups, with differing interpretations leading to conflicts within faith communities and society at large. 6. Detracts from broader spiritual focus. An overemphasis on the mark of the beast can divert attention from the broader message of love, grace, and redemption in Christian teachings. Philosophical reflection. Symbolism. Many theologians view the mark of the beast symbolically, representing loyalty to corrupt systems rather than a literal mark. This interpretation allows for broader discussions about morality, ethics, and resisting evil in all its forms. Relevance in modern society. The concept resonates with ongoing debates about technology, personal freedom, and faith in an increasingly interconnected and monitored world. Subscribe, share, like, hit that notification bell for more information. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and share it with your fellow associates. Don't forget to subscribe, like, hit that notification bell for more information on Jesus Christ, God, and Lord, every day, week, month, and year. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on the current information. Thank you for watching.